It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We are in Miami, Florida, the American Airlines Arena, home of the Heat. And, of course, Dwayne Wade. They'll need someone to fill his role.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Boston, we've got Kyle O'Quinn, Lowry out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Markieff Morris, and it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nice ball movement by Boston. Picked by O'Quinn. In the corner, it's Morris. Off target from three-point range. We're about 1 minute into the first.
You know, they used to say Markieff Morris was once a locker room distraction, but he's found a home here. He seems more at peace with the situation. He's putting up solid numbers at the forward spot.
Now here's Prince. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. We talked to Markieff Morris about those times in Phoenix. He and Coach Hornacek still talk as they went their separate ways. Seems it was just a bad situation for everyone.
Oh, yeah, when you're on a sinking ship, everyone will lash out. I'm glad Morris has put that behind him and able just to concentrate on playing basketball.
Here's Harris following the basket by Chris Middleton. Picked by Zeller. Here's Curry with the 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Now here is Lowry. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Off target with what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
Harris kicks to Curry. Trains the three-pointer.
Oh, look at that. Just a mere flick of the wrist. So calm and smooth, Steph Curry.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lowry against Curry. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got his first 3 points of the game. And the Celtics building a new 70,000 square foot practice facility. They'll call it the Auerbach Center.
Oh, yeah, very impressive. Set to open this spring. The Celtics, one of those forward-thinking organizations. I'm not surprised to see them investing in their player development.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Right side Lowry. Back to Morris. And the pass to Lowry. Morris a screen. Middleton dishes to O'Quinn. Lowry inside the line. It's Lowry again missing.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Harris with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Harris passes to Curry. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Curry's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Heat.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Curry against Lowry. Picked by O'Quinn. Left side, Porzingis. Back to Lowry. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Lowry. And so it's the Miami Heat bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Here's Curry. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Portland. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Morris. Chris Middleton is out there with Lowry. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. 6 to shoot. Deflects the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Lowry. How last month turned out for him? 4th in assists. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Chris, I know that when you go through a season, there are certain matchups that you love and certain ones that you don't. When you were playing, which other power forwards did you just dread, just did not like going up against?
Well, Kevin, I would kind of change that and say dread to me was love, meaning that I dreaded and I loved to go up against Tim Duncan because you knew you had to be prepared that night. I loved and I dreaded going up against KG. You know, I played in the era where in 1 week I could have played against Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon. This is all on the West Coast. So for me, you know, I dreaded the Western Conference, but what's so good about it is that you just have to be prepared. And you can't dread the NBA. It's like you grew up wanting to play against the best players in life. And so I really love the fact that I had to be my best every night, or you're going to get embarrassed in the league. So it was every power forward.
Never an off night, was there, Chris?
Never an off night. And, you know, so I can't say I dreaded Karl Malone over Barkley or Olajuwon over David Robinson or Tim Duncan over KG. It's just like, hey, man, you got to put your big boy pants on, get ready, and go to work, baby. Put your hard hat on.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And watching Porzingis play, you know, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. You know, not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pick by Zeller. Curry kicks to Harris. Miami no good on that time either. And that is what fools a lot of NBA fans about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, you see are his blocks and putback dunks. But if you watch his game, you see that skill level.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy-looking shot. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball, comfortable creating for himself or playing off others.
Harris a screen on Lowry. Curry dishes to Harris. Shot from the top of the key. Morris with the rebound.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
O'Quinn the pass to Porzingis. Morris a screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Heat third.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Harris kicks to Harris. Zeller, a screen on Porzingis. Harris inside, guarded by Porzingis, and it's going to be a 3-second call. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. You look at the Celtics. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Miami, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And for Boston, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season. And they aren't done yet. But he's just looked lost on offense. But luckily for him, his teammates have really stepped up in a big way.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Heat. Curry against Lowry. Outside, Porzingis. Kicks it to Middleton. In the corner, O'Quinn with it. Nice ball movement by Boston. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Lets the three fly. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Porzingis. Middleton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics. Harris against Middleton. And it's Curry at the elbow. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
And the first half comes to a close. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For Boston, it was a challenging first quarter. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. One of the stories in the first half for them is they shot much better in the... And we're just about ready for the...
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull. The Heat trail by 3.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
Prince out there with Harris. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Zeller in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Curry against Lowry. Pass to Porzingis. Middleton outside. Another miss by Middleton. And with Middleton and his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
Back to Morris. Porzingis against Zeller. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? No.
Off the pick. Another miss by Prince. Celtics leading by 5. Lowry inside the line. Rebound by the Heat. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Lowry kicks to Porzingis. Morris a screen. Porzingis passes to Morris. Back to Porzingis. Chalk up 2 there. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in 1 quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end the game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the 4th quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Clock is at 3. Here's Harris. Tries again. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Zeller.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Zeller against Porzingis. He kicks it to Lowry. Morris with the screen for Lowry. On the wing, Morris. Back to Lowry. From deep. Again, the miss by Lowry. Miami's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Prince misses. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Here's Morris. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. He'd have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Harris outside. On its way from Curry for 2. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Zeller, a screen on Lowry. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pick by O'Quinn. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Porzingis sets the pick for Lowry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him. And this is where you milk the clock.
You're exactly right. No reason to give your opponent another crack at this. It's all you.
And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Morris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
And Morris drops them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Celtics leading by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Hey, we're doing so many good...
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And so it's Boston with it. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. On the floor for Boston, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Lowry. And there's Porzingis. And it's Middleton in at the shooting guard position. Harris dishes to Zeller. Curry on the wing. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Look, we talk about how Curry can score from anywhere. That's an easy shot for him, mid-range.
The dish to Middleton. On the wing, Morris. He feeds it to Lowry. Pick by O'Quinn. Back to Morris. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Golden State. Zeller, a screen on Lowry. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And with Tobias Harris, he's a player who bounced around more than you would think in the early part of his career. C-Webb, he was traded twice in his first 5 years in the league, which is odd given how he's been growing and developing as a player.
Well, yeah, trades aren't necessarily about the team not being happy with you. It's about finding the right spot. So he had the right work ethic, so you knew Harris was going to improve, and you also knew he was going to be around. Coaches love Harris's hard-working ability. So the future's bright for this kid.
Count that one.
I mean, you have to love the awareness of Curry's sick look to find an open teammate.
Curry against Lowry. Picked by O'Quinn. Dishes it to Morris. Over Prince. Middleton. And staying with the play, Middleton.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Harris outside. Shot clock at 5. Shot off the screen. That one bounces around and comes back out.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
Here's Porzingis. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Harris. Fires for 3. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. Celtics leading by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lowry with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. He used that pick just right. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Pick by O'Quinn. Lowry kicks to Porzingis. They get it back. O'Quinn, and it's denied. Curry against Lowry. Outside Prince. Shoots it up. Here's Zeller.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And Lowry gets double teamed. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Lowry. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Celtics lead by 7.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. It's money from deep.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
And it's been the same on both sides. Guys getting wide open looks all day.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 6. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Anything's possible, but they're going to have to be perfect the rest of the way just to even have a chance. And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He's stepping to the line knowing he has a chance to seal the deal, and he doesn't.
Harris passes to Zeller. Curry outside. Porzingis with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. So we see Boston get the win here. They seem to relish the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.